like recording now too? Okay, so this is the first inspection of the spring on both these beehives, and we did take a quick peek at them here about 2 weeks ago, but the weather was so nasty that I didn't want to get down inside them. So we're going to inspect for the brood. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see the queen, and anything that we need to do for them, we will. And actually, I think what I'm going to do is just take this box off, because I'm pretty sure there's nothing in the bottom. And I am correct. It is pretty much empty down here. Take a frame out. So the bees, when they come in, are having to go all the way through this empty box up to where the queen is. And so we'll probably reverse these boxes, give her an opportunity to move up. Maybe a few dead soldiers from winter. A little bit of nectar that they're already stored in here, a lot of dead in the bottom, so we're going to go ahead and clean this off too. That's your winter kill. So this is a spring cleaning, basically. It just saved the bees an awful lot of work right there by cleaning that off. Set this aside over here. Okay, now we can take a look inside and see what's going on. And this is some pollen substitute that I installed last time I was here, and they are utilizing it. You can see that they're actually feeding on it right now. Still some honey stored in that one. I did move the honey frames over closer to the brood last time I was here, just to make sure that they had food next to the brood chamber. So this is a full frame of honey. that I set next to the brood. We'll make sure we put that back next there too. So now we want to see what they've got going. There might be just a little bit of freshly hatched eggs down in some of those cells. And we have cat brood and larvae and eggs on the outskirts. I don't see her on this frame. So it's starting out pretty small, which a lot of them are this year, just due to the long snow that we had towards the end of winter. Again, lots of larvae and cat brood. I still don't see her though. Which surprises me because there's not very many frames in there. I don't actually see any eggs either. This frame is pretty much just honey, so she's not going to be here. So we're going to go back through, see if I missed her somewhere. Makes me a little nervous when I don't see any eggs in the cells. Like she may have lost her here and just recently. They don't sound nervous, like they're not, like they don't have a queen, but Don't see any fresh eggs on this one either. And I'm still not finding the queen. Oh, there she is, finally. She's laying an egg right now. And she's right there. Can you zoom in on that? Or do you need me to come closer?
Just gotta hold still.
She's right there, right at the end of my... Okay, well, now that I've seen her, I'm going to put them back together. She actually looks pretty good. Maybe it's just that they're so small is why she's not really doing much yet. Okay. Yeah, well, actually, quite a bit of weight to this. Get rid of this burr comb so we don't smash it down in there on them. Some of these frames are pretty dark and probably should be replaced. So we're going to put this on top. That way we can easily get to it. Yeah. And this again is the plastic foundation that they don't like it once they get past that little thin layer of wax and hit the plastic. They refuse to build on it. This is a little bit of dead brood, probably due to this collie actually had quite a infestation of mites last fall. There's actually quite a bit of honey left in this upper box. It's going to be an upper box now. Which is good. Give them a good start. When they had a lot of that burr comb on the bottom. Pine needle. Spring cleaning, that's basically what we're doing right now. And they've got a pretty good amount of honey in this box still, so by moving it up on top, they'll move into it rather rapidly. But they need to build up too, because there's only about 3 frames of bees, and it's in a shallow super, so they've got their work cut out for them. I'll probably check these in another week or two just to make sure she's laying eggs well. She's not doing a real big bang up job of it at this point. So number 2, more than likely the same thing. I'm just going to take this box off. Pretty sure the bottom box is empty, at least empty of brood. Oh yeah, well this is pretty heavy with honey. Still. Oh yeah, these bees have plenty of stores going for them. I don't see any brood down here though, so she's all in that top box. So again, this is the time of year when we want to reverse the boxes so that she can move up. She has a tendency to like to move up rather than down. So we'll borrow the lid off this one. And again, we'll clean the dead winter kill out. A little bit, these are all wax cappings here from when they're A little bit of sugar too, actually. Probably from being fed. Yeah, the ants will have something to carry away. It's a little stronger colony than that one. Yeah, they said, yeah, our home just came back. Okay. Again, the pollen substitute, and they're working it pretty good. So here I've got really not a lot more bees than over there by appearances. And they still have some stored honey here. This side they're not using. Heavy with honey. And then this one here is packed pretty much full of pollen. There's the queen right there, running around by herself. There's not really any place for her to lay an egg on this frame.
What's she looking to do?
She's looking for a cell to lay an egg in, but it's all packed full of pollen and stuff. So, yeah, and the frames on both sides are full of honey. So, by putting that other box back up on top, she's probably going to move up in there and start laying eggs. And she should be over here because there's quite a few empty cells that she hasn't laid eggs in. But it's got a good start to a brood chamber. So this colony actually wintered quite well. She's got a good brood pattern going. This frame here is pretty much packed full of brood and larvae. So this colony here is probably going to build up quite rapidly in the next couple, 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. She's just kind of run out of a little bit of room down in there. This colony is quite a bit stronger than the other one and is going to build fast, like I say. I wonder if there's any, find out if there's any brood. Can you get to me here? Yeah, okay. So yeah, this is where she needs to do. She needs to move up in here. There's no larva up here. The queens have a tendency to move up rather than down. And she's got plenty of room up here to lay eggs in. So we're just gonna stick this box up on top. Get rid of this burr comb here so I don't smash anybody when I put it up there. Alright, like I say, this one will probably build up quite rapidly. I'm probably gonna I'll probably move that down too just for a while. And that pretty much completes the spring cleaning. You notice we took all the dead bees off the bottom board. Saves them a lot of time and effort. They have to clean that out themselves. It's just going to make it a lot easier for them to go in there and do their work. They don't have to worry about doing any cleaning, which they normally would do themselves.